Listen, this is the last episode of the season, child, and I'm so glad to be done with the episodes. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, lifestyle coach. We are reviewing Ready to Love, Chocolate City, One Last Assignment, episode number 12. So we're still in my bedroom because I'm under the weather. Actually, I'm doing really great, as you can see. I mean, I got a little cough left. Kingston gave me the COVID. See, I'm talking too soon, but I'm feeling great, so don't worry. I think I'm going to be available for our live later on. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's run through this really quick because it wasn't much really to talk about. The first thing we saw was Phil and Sydney together because Sydney needed to figure out what had happened with Shiloh. Like, what she said, was it true? And I really feel like Sydney got it mixed up because Shiloh didn't say that he was trying to harm her. And that is the impression that I think Sydney had gotten, when the fact of the matter is Shiloh's feelings, we know, were really hurt. And Phil was able to express himself, and he was like, we saw it from two different situations, two different sides. I think we all saw it from her side and from his side, and saw that there was a lot of chaos and confusion, and that you should have chose Sydney a long time ago and left Shiloh alone. But that's a whole nother story, and that's just what I think, because some of y'all feel differently, and that's okay. And when you feel differently, you know where to do it, down below in the comments, honey, because it is okay to disagree. Just because it's my channel don't mean I'm the end all be all. Nonetheless, you know, he feels like, you know, she was her true fashion. She was understanding. Let me tell you something about people being understanding. They are understanding as long as it is not affecting them directly. They are understanding as long as they still have feelings for you and they like you and, you know, they feel good. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the butterflies and things look great to them. They have understanding. But the moment they don't like you, the moment they feel like it's towards them, understanding goes out the window. We have to learn how to keep understanding and clarity all the time. You know, I'm sitting here in my pajamas. Listen, and my son told me I'm supposed to be resting, not recording. But y'all, I'm recording anyway. I had the youngest one bring me my stuff, sit it outside the door and let me get it. While the oldest one was like, you need to be laying down. I was like, you want me to lay in the bed and give my review? Because I will, with this horrible lighting. I mean, I ain't put no makeup on or nothing for y'all. Cover my dark circles a little bit, but I'm getting beside myself. So now we're at the final brunch, okay? And I don't really get this, but, or at least at this episode, maybe they collided the two, the choosing ceremonies and this final episode, like the men introducing the women to their families, they collided it all into one, I suppose. And I don't remember from any other season that they had the men and the women meet families. It was normally like you met the men's families and you met the woman's friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was both, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, Frank, Mumin, and Sydney are sitting together, and Frank looks happier than okay, never mind. It was the wrong thing to say. He looks happy to be around both women who provide two different energies for him. Okay, you can see, though, that he is definitely attracted to Sydney. You can see how close he sits with her. You can see when Tommy is talking, how he's rubbing on her legs. You can see that that Frank has an affinity to her physically, right? That he enjoys her physically. Walter and Sabrina. You see Sabrina with her new hair. Who this? Y'all like her new hair? I think she's beautiful in whatever she wears. However, my preference is her short hair. It's not my head. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got preferences with mine. And like Sabrina, I change my hair often. But I like her because you can see her full, beautiful face with her short hair. But again, it's her choice. But what y'all think about the wig? It's not my favorite. And you know, in her confessional, that's not what they're called. I keep forgetting what they're actually called. They're called something different than confessionals for these dating shows. But she says the same thing she's been saying for the last few episodes, There's red flags. He's been inconsistent. She's not really sure about him. You know, there's something in her system is like, be cautious. Like, I get it. His actions and his words are not aligning, which are very important. You can be semi-consistent if your actions align. If your words and your actions align. You can't say that I'm, you know, what you like and what you want and who you want to be with, but you aren't making effort to be with me. I don't feel that energy connecting. I feel like I'm putting more energy in. It's not being reciprocated. The word of the day is reciprocity. Okay. We have to be able to feel the same thing that I'm giving out. You're telling me that you like me. I know that I like you, and I know I'm showing it, right? But could it be a thing of they speak different love languages? Could be. Okay, so the first introduction to family is Frank. Frank is introducing Sydney and Mumin to his cousins. He's an only child, and you know, so cousins are like your brothers and sisters if you know like I know. Cousins are your first sets of friends if you know like I do. So, I mean, who better other if it's not your brother and your sister than your cousins? And sometimes your cousins are better than your brother and your sister. I ain't gonna, listen, I have a good brother though, but my cousins are amazing on both sides, paternal and maternal. So I'm just saying cousins can be a great, cousins could be a great person to bring. Like if I brought my cousin Karen, she gives no, like, she loves me. So like she gonna get to know you and kiki and ha, but she's gonna give me her honest opinion about what she thinks about you. Yeah. So anyway, when Sydney arrives, in true fashion, she started asking questions first. And he's like, hold on. Because Sydney, remember, still has to make a decision between Phil and Frank. But I've already deduced that she was going to pick Phil. I deduced it last episode. I just, you know, just based on her saying, are we just going to be good friends, platonically, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I feel like that was a given. Anyway, he's like, hold on. And then the cousins, you know, they go to eat or grab the bite to eat. The youngest cousin was like, or was it the other cousin? One of the cousins was just like, hey, how do you handle jealousy? Pretty much. He's got a lot of male and female friends. How do you feel about the female situation? Which is a good question and a temperature check for yourself as a woman. Because if you're, you know, they say men and women can't be friends, which I don't necessarily think that's true. We can be. But there is sometimes a moment when you probably were going to date, would have dated. But I feel like men and women can be friends if there is a clear line drawn in the sand. I have a hard time having male friends. They all find me sexy. Crack me up. Excuse me. Anyway, and she said he makes her feel comfortable and confident. You know, they kind of run in the same circle, so she kind of understands it, right? Bottom line, then they meet Mumin, and here comes Mumin with her classic self. You know, her very, where Sydney is all femininity and all personality. Mumin is feminine, but very much so in a different capacity. Very much so, because I don't want to say that Sydney isn't regal, because they both are, right? She gives you more of a grounded viewpoint, right? Like I look at Mumin and I think, okay, she seems a little more grounded. She seems a little more understanding of what she wants, and that maybe she really is ready to love. Whereas Sydney, I think Sydney still wants to have fun. Girls, they want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have. That's what they really want. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Have fun. Live your life, child. Hey. Yeah. And so when they asked how they felt about them, what they said was, Sydney has all the personality, where Mumin has family values. Two different things. What is it that you want? What is it that you are looking for? Because it's ultimately your decision, Frank. Right? And Frank is West African. Frank wants a family. Frank wants someone who understands culture and traditions. who's going to be supportive, who is on the right track with him. And honestly, if they were really going to be rocking, it would be Mumin and Frank. I mean, in real life, are they really dating? Somebody let me know down below in the comments, because I know y'all didn't seen it. Y'all didn't looked. Let me know, because like I said, I just been in the bed, but maybe a little later as I'm editing, I can look and find. So then Walter brings Sabrina to meet his sister and his cousin and his aunt. Nope. Is it his sister and his aunt? Two people, two women, beautiful women. I believe it is his sister and his aunt. That's what I wrote down. And the first thing I realized is that he don't know that woman, especially when he said that she was from Virginia. Is that where she's residing? Somebody let me know down below in the comments if that's where she resides, because DMV, is that where she resides? But she's from South Seoul, Korea. And when she sat down and the auntie was like, give me the real to real. Tell me who you are. And she started off with that. They was like, oh yeah, that ain't what he said. And my whole thing about that is, if you can't even remember where I'm from, and that's like, we supposed to have been conversing, like, red flag, like, that's a thing. That's a thing if you're into me. If you're not, it's cool too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right not to be interested in somebody. And it's okay if your plan is just to move to the end. Tell me that so we can move to the end together as friends, right? And at the end, we can both, have a clear understanding. Like, I don't know, that's just me. She asked his family, is Walter affectionate in relationships? When she said it, I knew exactly why she said it. And she repeated that. She said, I'm saying this because, I feel like because we in my room that y'all just like right in my face. Like y'all should be further back. But this is what's gonna work. So is y'all too close or what? And so she said, I knew that it was because she hadn't been feeling the affection. Okay? I think her love language, her primary might be physical touch. And then quality time or vice versa. Where his might just be words of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like him telling her, I choose you, or you're number one to me, is him affirming her, but not in her eyes. See, I went back to the love languages. That might be something we talk about. Nevertheless, she confirmed it because the family was like, yeah, he's very affectionate, very touchy-feely. Baby, let me tell you, I'm with her. I'd be like, damn, he don't want to touch me? He don't want to hold my hand? He ain't want to sit next to me? Like, it was like pulling teeth. Like, maybe you don't like me. It is a red flag for me. I wrote down here, they do not have any physical chemistry. You don't see it on the screen. It's not popping out at you. It's not, when you're attracted to somebody, if you're not, I can't say that. There's so many levels of sexuality now. Asexual, demisexual, sapiosexual, all these things. If you're not one of those people, I can't. This is such a hard, trying to be clinically correct on the goddamn time. It's just, oh, y'all, listen. What I know for me, let's say that. For me, I know a man is attracted to me because he wants to hold my hand. He wants to hug me. He wants to touch me. Even people who aren't necessarily touchy-feely into that kind of thing, they want to connect with you in some manner. And you haven't seen him touch her shoulder, her arm, her leg, her hair, her neck, her ear, hold her finger, nothing the entire time. That works because I focused on me. When she leaves, the family says that she's different from the others that he has dated. And he said, it's good. We have a good friendship, a good foundation, and I want to build from there. So then we see Dante. Dante is introducing Aisha to his brother and his cousin. Listen, the brother gives you the same vibe as the cousin. As the brother. The brother gives you the same vibe as Dante, is what I'm trying to say. Cause he giving you that I'm fine, I'm sexy. I don't know if I really dig him or not, and then maybe he'll grow on you later. His shirt was open with all his chest hairs out. I just feel like that's always so like sleazy. Like sleazy's not the word. Cheesy maybe. Creepy, crawly. I can't stand when a man wears his shirt open like that with no t-shirt on underneath it. But that's me. That's me. Okay? When he opens the door for her, she says, I'm back again. I said, oh, shit, sis, you done been here before? You done been here before. Before you done told on yourself? Okay, girl, listen, we grown. We do what we want. We make choices. We make choices, and we are grown enough to understand the choices that we are making. The end. Because I know y'all was talking about Shiloh and Phil, and y'all thought that they may have done the horizontal mambo, that they may have been adulting a little in the bedroom, and then her feelings were involved, and she blah, blah, blah. We make a choice. We make a choice when we do it. In the back of our minds, if we're saying this isn't a good idea, we should not be doing it. If you are not 100% emphatic, excited about it, if you are like, maybe this isn't the right choice, my recommendation is don't do it. If there's that little bit of doubt in the back of your mind, if you're feeling, self-conscious, unclean, like he don't really like you, any little doubt in the back of your mind, baby, my recommendation is to say no if it is not an emphatic, over the top, overjoyed, tear your damn clothes off, yes, the first time. Just feeling like I'm here and I'm gonna do it, it should be a no. If it's feeling like I like him a little, but does he really like me? It should be a no. It should be an emphatic yes. That's how I feel. And everybody has those thoughts. I've had the thoughts like, oh, I don't know. It should be a no until you know that it is a yes. A serious, hard, unwavering yes. Okay. I just had to get that out the way. I wrote down I really like her because she's so genuine. As they're sitting and they have a conversation, the one thing that stuck out to me was that she's extremely traditional, like old school traditional. Like, you go cook, you go make the money, and I'm gonna take care of the household. You can give me a couple bills, is what she said, and you take care of the rest. The brother was like, what? A couple of bills, not 50-50? She did not back down. She was like, no, sir, no, sir, no. I have to give it to her for her honesty and her being able to stick to what she believed in. She didn't say she didn't know how to, but she felt like, she said something that really resonated with me, that made me pause the show and really sit in it, because listen. So she said, it's not that I can't do it. I know how to do all of those things, right? But hold on, because I wrote it down. She said, I don't want to be masculine. I want to live in my feminine energy. She said that in her little like confessional behind the scenes thing. And I thought to myself, if that's not the truth, like I am a single parent. I am a single woman. I have been single the majority of my life. Only a fraction of my life was I married. Okay. And in being the head of household, even while I was married, even being independent now, raising these children alone, making these tough decisions by myself. Look, I get choked up thinking about it. When I'm in an intimate relationship, hold on, let me back up, because I don't want to. I've told you guys before, I don't think that I want to be married again. That's not something that I'm looking forward to or hoping to get. I'm not there. Maybe I might change my mind some years down the line, okay? But as it stands today, I don't want to be married again. So when I find myself in an intimate relationship with someone, I want to operate and live in my femininity. I want to shed off all of the masculine energy that I have to carry, because as a single parent, independent, resilient, strong, all the things that I fucking have to be. So I lean heavy in my masculine energy on my day-to-day. At work, with my own businesses, with my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lean heavy. And my friend Mona asked me one time, when is it that you get to be soft and feminine? I had to really think about that. Like, bitch, never. Never. And not like in a manly way, but in a way that I'm constantly taking charge. So for me, when I'm in an intimate relationship with a man, I want to be soft. I want to be feminine. I want to feel cared for and protected. Like, that's important for me. So I know that, dear future babes, if it seems like you want me to take charge, you have to say, you know, so that I can occasionally do it. Because I do it so often, all the time, that the moment I get the opportunity to just be soft and womanly and feminine and just bask in that, I'm gonna take it. Like, the fuck? Anyway, y'all, I would love to constantly have a nice balance between my masculine and my feminine side. But I ain't mean to do this. But as a single mother, it's a lot of things that I have to do myself. Anyway, I'm off that soapbox, y'all. But I understood what she was saying. For me, I don't want nobody have to take care of me and my overhead and my children. No, but take care of me as a woman. Yes, make me feel cared for and loved and soft, and let me be able to live there. Let's keep going because we almost finished. Sydney meets Dante's family, his aunt and cousin. Okay, that's why I got them mixed up, because Walter was aunt and sister. This is aunt and cousin. And the one thing that I heard was her ask about Frank. And she said, Frank, this is where she said Frank clicks. The energy, we have the same energy. We have the same friend circle. We have the same brand. We move in the same business atmospheres, etc. But Phil is her calm. Baby, let me tell you something. That's a whole different level of relationship. Yeah, we got the same energy. We click. But like she said, maybe he's supposed to be like a good best homeboy. Right? Maybe we're not supposed to be like that because we click so well. But I do need to be able to come home and be calm and get the calm, because we're up here all the time, to come down and he can be my calm. Baby, let me tell you, that for me was her decision. She's like, I got some thinking to do. No, you don't, girl. You made your decision. Like I said, you made your decision last time. The aunt asked him, well, where do you see this going? Where do you see this headed? And he said, long term. Long term. And he feels like she's someone that when he's having a bad day, or that she can pull him up and out of it. You know, that's important. Like, don't let me sit and wallow in this shit. You know, see me for the good. But also be what? Honest and truthful and realistic. If I'm doing something wrong, I want you to tell me that. But don't let me sit and wallow in it. Help me figure, I don't know. Men are solution driven. Men are solution driven, hands down. So when we go and we ask them to listen, be prepared to say, I just really want you to listen. Or can you give me your advice? Because if not, they're going to give you advice and you may or may not want it. Anyway, it is choosing day. And we're going to save, we saw Sabrina and Walter first. 2 peas in a bucket. Fuck it, we going in order, because I was going to say them for last, but for why? I thought that her dress was very beautiful, very romantic, very appropriate for a choosing day. Again, she's 45, so of course her taste would be close to what I would like, right? Because I thought it was very majestic. It was that beautiful blush rose pink looking color, and she looks amazing. by happenstance, he's wearing sort of the same color. So when you see them walk up, I would see her walk up, I'm thinking, oh, okay, they done had a conversation. We're going to dress like this and we choosing each other. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? That's what went through my mind. But also went through my mind was that she had been hollering for a few times now, a few weeks now, that he been showing red flags and he is not consistent. But he put the little rose petals down on the ground, honey, and had all the roses. I love a good flower. I love a good flower. Rose petals have my heart melt. But like her, she had to sit in it for 24 hours. Okay, is what she said. I had to sit in it. But hold on. Because he came out and said, you know what? He says he had a clarifying moment when he woke up at the retreat and that he had chosen her. Oh, you did? Because remember, it was her and Mumin. The clarifying moment for you was that Mumin was probably a little too maybe jealous for you or something. I don't know. But that was your clarifying moment. Oh, okay, sir. But when you had that clarifying moment, I feel like you should have moved in the direction of somebody who had clarity. Like, I ain't see it either, Sabrina girl. I ain't see it either. So I ain't mad. Hold on. I'm beside myself. So he goes and he says how he chooses her. And she says, but a little like a little surprise. You know, I don't even know if it was a surprise, but a little bit like, all right then. But went on to say that she had to sit in her decision for 24 hours. And yes, we instantly clicked. But I thought about this journey and I had to go through these feelings. And guess what? It was not a good feeling to me. This is not something that I want to do. I'm going to have to say no. I mean, she said it with a lot of grace and poise, as she has been throughout the entire journey. But what she said was, it's a no for me, dog. Nah, I'm cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm good. We can go our separate ways. Okay? Keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. You could just go. Walk on. Like, that's exactly what she was saying. Y'all know I love to say that. You could just go. Walk on. Keep on. She also shared that she said that he kept saying that she was her number one, his number one, but she felt like number two. I'm glad she sat in her feelings, but she had been saying it for a while, and I'm glad that she stayed true to herself. So she shared with him nicely. I think this is where our journey ends. She could have said, we need to transition this to being friends. But she didn't want that either. Like, she said, I was falling for Walter. And I thought, well, how were you falling for him, Sabrina, if he wasn't consistent and wasn't calling and wasn't reaching out and y'all wasn't dating consistently? So I think that was just a nice way to smooth things out. But with class and grace, honey, she sashayed her ass right on off with all them roses. Listen, he could have been petty and be like, wait a minute, them roses was for the person that was choosing me. They was beautiful roses. I'm here for it. And I'm glad that she stuck with what she felt. And he said he was taken by surprise. He was not expecting that he felt like after she met with the aunt and the sister that they were fine. Or the cousin, the aunt and the cousin, that things were fine, that they were going to be fine, that it was in a good place. But had you spoken to her, or were you guys not supposed to speak again after that? Yeah, I don't really know how that part works. So if somebody knows, let me know down below in the comments. Because, baby, let me tell you, she said, nah, dude, I'm cool. It's cool. We cool. Go about your business. Get you one of them young girls you like. Because I remember I said the family was like, she different than what you normally date. You probably should have went with that. So then you see Sydney and Phil. I was looking at him and I was like, as he stands, the only thing that's attractive is that he's tall. And and he's got a little like shoulder width to him. And he does give you that I'm a protector vibe kind of thing. And if that's your thing, then you would like him. Anyway, I felt like Sydney's dress was a no for me for this moment. It did not give me I guess because I wanted to be romantic, and I am 45, right? Like, and I don't get me wrong. I think that a 45-year-old woman would look amazing in that dress. I'm not that 45-year-old woman. However, I don't think that it was appropriate for this. It didn't feel like I wanted it to be whimsical. We're ready for love. Like, it's meant to be whimsical and magical and romantic. And that just felt like I was going to the club. She had other outfits that she had worn throughout the season that may have even been better than this one for this event. But if you notice, all her clothes are cut out, open, body, yada, yada, yada. I mean, listen, don't get me started, because I might go body, yada, yada too, okay? I'm just saying, but all her clothes. Did we ever see her in a pair of jeans? No, we saw her in workout stuff. Different vibe. Anyway, of course he says yes, and then she says yes too, because she gets butterflies. You give me butterflies. Okay, I think that's the wrong key. But y'all know what I'm singing, right? It's Michael Jackson or Floor Tree, whichever version you like. She said that he's honest and caring, and he's a protector. And that she chooses him. He gives her a bracelet that he bought her with her birthstone. I was like, oh, that's, yeah. And the people buy. I was like, congratulations. And she's all like, no, we're not getting married. Which means that she ain't really, like, I ain't digging you like that. Because normally, instead of be like, no, we're not getting married, you just say, oh, thank you, and wave. Like, because they could congratulate you because you're pretty. I don't know. But, I mean, she was like, Anyway, listen. Then you see Frank and Mumin. I loved her bright colors in her dress. Okay, I love she probably had that made. I just like that she wears bright colors. It looks beautiful on her skin. Like, wear all the colors, sis, all of them. But them bright colors look amazing on your skin, and I hope that you wear something. Hope you wear something vibrant on the reunion. So she had come up and she said, I really want someone who chooses me and really thinks about it, and I don't want you to just choose me just because you're not being chosen by another person. And when he started talking, he had said that he thought about it, and that was why he chose her. Let me see, that he sat on it, and he chose her. She says yes to, right? And I just said, and I wrote down, they say like, it seems like the things that they're saying have real meaning to them. But they don't have no physical connection either. They look a little awkward together. They might look good together, but like the connection between the two of them doesn't seem as seamless to me. That kiss at the end was a little awkward. Was that their first kiss? I don't think so. I know they ate that food together. I don't know. What I want people to do is not to just go with the flow because that's what it's supposed to do. That's how come because that's what you're supposed to do. That's why I really like Sabrina and her decision. And to be honest with it, though he said yes, I'm not obligated to say yes. Because homeboy, you don't want me like that. You ain't been feeling me like that, and that's what it is. Lastly, we had Dante and Aisha. And it's the second time we've seen her in that cobalt blue, and it is stunning on her skin. Okay? I of course love her with the dark hair and the blue dress. Like, it was nice. Age appropriate. It did give you upscale, right? It wasn't whimsical. It wasn't majestic, but it was pretty. Only thing I wrote down, because we knew both of them would say yes, was that I love when a man looks at you and you can tell he wants to be with you. He wants you in his life. Like, he's like enamored by you. Like, I love it. I love when a man looks at me like that. I love to see a man look at a woman like that. I like to be like how I'm a big people watcher. So when I'm out, I like to see the interactions of people. And when you can tell when a man is into a woman because the way he looks at her. I love when a man compliments a woman the way he did. Like, when she walked around the corner, he was like, yo, goddess. And I felt like he meant that. She looked beautiful to him. The energy she carried. Like, I love that. Y'all, okay, so we're getting ready for the reunion. Part 1 next Friday. Or this Friday coming up. I'm excited about that because truths will be revealed. I didn't get to finish watching all of like the, how they say, next charm. I didn't get to see all of that because my internet decided it wanted to like flex and be buffering. So I just was like, all right, then I guess I won't be watching it because I got YouTube TV. So I have to catch it later. So maybe y'all can share with me, in the live, what's up. Let me know down below in the comments if you think any of these couples will be together when we see them at the reunion? Do you think there'll be other people that have connected that were here previously and then just continue to talk? Y'all let me know. I need to know. I want to know. I want to know it. You know I want to know. Come and talk to me. Anyway, I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Chocolate City episode number 12. If it's your first time visiting my channel, still click the subscribe button and become a ray of sunshine, because we are doing Married at First Sight. It's coming up probably by the end of Sunday night. Go ahead and share this video with your friends. Have them come over. It's never too late. Never too late. Because, I mean, the whole part of the season was recorded. We talked a lot, and they can come and share their opinions with me. Like this video because you like me. Okay? You like my content. You like my hair. You like my reality. You like the content, you like my realness. That's what I meant instead of reality. Whatever the reason is that you like it, you know what I'm saying? The style of dresses up for today, you know what I mean? Like, because you rock with me, like the video, okay? I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.